The carnival lights blurred into a dizzying swirl of colors. Cotton candy melted on my tongue, sticky and sweet. Dad's hand felt warm and strong as he held mine tight. His laughter boomed around me, a comforting sound. But then the phone rang. Mom's voice sounded thin and strained. Dad's face went white as a sheet. He spoke in low, urgent tones. The car ride home was a blur. Mom met us at the door, her eyes red-rimmed. "Honey, there's been an accident." The house felt different. The air was thick with whispers and hushed tones. Relatives I barely knew filled our living room, their faces etched with worry. I wandered from room to room, a knot of fear tightening in my stomach. The world felt off-kilter, like a carousel spinning too fast. Mom cried a lot. Dad held her tight, his own face a mask of pain. I didn't understand what was happening, why everyone was so sad. I knew the word accident, but its true meaning remained elusive. It felt like a monster lurking in the shadows, casting long, dark fingers across our lives. One word kept surfacing in whispers. Gone. Gone where? I wanted to scream. Gone when? Why wouldn't anyone tell me what was going on? I felt a surge of anger, hot and confusing. Why was everyone treating me like I was too little to understand? Then came the moment that shattered my world. Mom, her eyes swollen from crying, took my hand and led me to the couch. She spoke softly, her voice trembling. "Honey, Daddy's gone to heaven. Heaven! That place in my storybooks filled with fluffy clouds and smiling angels? What was Dad doing there? And why couldn't he come back?" A sob escaped my lips, raw and primal. Suddenly the whispers, the worried faces, the heavy silence all made sense. Dad was gone, really gone. The world seemed to shrink, the walls closing in. How could life go on without Dad's booming laughter, his warm hugs, his bedtime stories? It felt like a giant hole had been ripped in the fabric of our lives, a gaping wound that would never heal. The days that followed were a blur of grief and confusion. There were tears, so many tears, and questions I couldn't even begin to articulate. Why did Dad have to go? Would I ever see him again? The pain was a physical ache, a weight pressing down on my chest, making it hard to breathe. But slowly, with the unwavering love and support of my family, I began to heal. My aunt told me stories about Dad when he was a little boy, mischievous and full of life. My grandmother shared her favorite memories of him, her voice thick with love. And Mom, though her own heart was broken, held me close and whispered that, even though Dad was gone from our sight, he would always be with us in our hearts. We planted a tree in the backyard in Dad's memory, a young oak that would grow tall and strong, just like him. We released balloons into the sky, each one carrying a message of love and longing. And we talked about him, every single day, keeping his memory alive in our hearts. Time, they say, heals all wounds, but the scar of losing my dad never fully faded. It became a part of me, shaping my outlook on life, my values, my very being. I learned that grief, though a painful companion, could also be a catalyst for growth. I clung to the memories of my dad, his laughter echoing in my ears, his love a beacon guiding my path. I found solace in the love of my family and friends, their unwavering support a lifeline in the darkest of times. And I discovered a strength within myself I never knew I possessed, a resilience forged in the fires of loss. Life, I realized, is precious and fleeting. We are not guaranteed tomorrow, so we must cherish every moment, every laugh, every hug. We must love fiercely and live with purpose, honoring the memories of those we've lost by embracing the gift of each new day. The pain of losing my dad never fully went away, but it softened over time, transforming into a bittersweet ache. I carried him with me, in my heart, and in the lessons he taught me. I learned the importance of family, the unwavering bond that sustains us through life's storms. I discovered the power of resilience, the ability to rise above adversity and find meaning in loss. And I embraced the fragility of life, vowing to live each day to the fullest, honoring his memory. Though his physical presence was gone, my dad's spirit lived on, not just in my memories, but in the person I became because of him. His love continued to guide me, a constant source of strength and inspiration. And in the quiet moments, when I closed my eyes and remembered his laughter, I knew that even in loss there was love, and in that love, a glimmer of hope that transcended even the deepest grief.